Today I'm going to be talking about Seyi Makinde and how he's handling civil servants in Oyo State. So, welcome back to my channel. This is Sulari Baba again, and today I'll be discussing how Seyi Makinde has been handling the issues of civil servants, how he has been paying their salaries, how he has been disbursing a lot of comfort towards them, financially and in several other ways, infrastructurally as well, by making their place of work to improve and improving the condition of a lot of institutions where these civil servants have been serving the government. So number one thing, so the points I'm going to talk about are that Seyi Makinde presenting himself to those civil servants not just as a governor, right, but to make them appreciate that he's not just paying their salaries, but he is also doing what he should do as the governor in such a way that they should appreciate, even though there's no need for appreciation for someone who is paying you for the work you are doing, right? But the point is that these guys have associations that they can use politically. Let me tell you, civil servants, let me say associations of civil servants, the Nigerian Union of Teachers, the Nigerian Union of Workers, the Nigerian Union of Doctors, all these things, these guys are a political party on their own. So he has to make sure that they are attracted to him through the things he's doing, even though those things are his normal duties, right? But he has to make them look like they should appreciate him for it. If they don't appreciate him, you still have to perform his words in him, but you should look for, presentation is everything, right? Attraction is everything, attention is everything. That's number one. And secondly, he has to hijack, Seyi Makinde has to hijack a lot of workers' associations. I can't say you should dissolve them, but he has to hijack them. He has to look for a way to put fingers in those associations. Maybe he's going to, or look for a way to influence their leadership, because we know that there are some political gladiators. Every political gladiators have a unit of, or every political giant in Oyo State and every other states as well, they have a unit of the civil servant that they are holding and they are influencing their leadership. The teachers in Oyo State are known for always following Lautech, right? And I'm sure that no matter what, the leadership of those of the teachers association, all units of teachers association, the teachers association, the association, the secondary school, the TESCOM, whatever, and all these people, the association of all these teachers, their leadership usually pay allegiance to Senator Rashida, the former governor of Oyo State, Lautech, right? So Seyi Makinde has come now, and this is one of the points that Ajimobi actually missed. Instead of him to look for a way to hijack those associations and campaign himself and sell himself to them, he left them to do their things on their own, just by paying their salaries and and all these things. And he think by doing that they should be loyal to the government, and even if they are not loyal to the government, like, they should just perform their duties and get paid. But those ones turn themselves to political gladiators, to political movements, or to political bodies with the influence of a political godfather that was behind them, right? So this political godfather at the center, I don't want to be mentioning too much name, but there's nothing like that was using them, right, to join his own, to boost his own political power. When Ajimobi should be selling himself to them. He's just doing his duties. I'm the governor, then I've paid you, you work, was expecting the allegiance like that. No, you have to sell yourself to them. You have to make yourself attractive to them. Now, at times I realize that most times the people that we usually praise so much, they don't usually achieve anything. They don't usually do anything. The people that people follow blindly, they don't usually achieve anything. They don't usually add any value to the lives of the people. Look at, let me divert a little bit. Look at Jonathan, look at Buhari, who have actually, I'm not here to talk about any partisan whatever, right? The Jonathan was greatly criticized, but I am sure Buhari throughout his 6 years of leadership, it's almost or 5 years of leadership, right? Buhari hasn't taken half of the criticism and the bashing that Jonathan received in the last 2 years of his administration. But we can see how Buhari's government is now. Whether it is better than that of Jonathan or it is worse. But he was selling himself to the people constantly. I'm the anti-corruption master. I am putting up war against corruption. I don't like corruption. But you appointed Magu, you appointed Malami, isn't it? The VP that was alleged of collecting 4 billion naira bribe from someone is your vice president, and you couldn't do anything about it. The people you appointed as ministers are taking the NDDC, the Niger Delta Development Council money, they are stealing it, and you couldn't do anything about it. So that's number one. And secondly, that's the first thing I want to address. And the second thing I want to address is the so that's it. What I want Seyi Makinde to do about it is that he should sell himself to them, and apart from selling himself to them, he should try to look for a way to influence the leadership of those parties, so that when these political heavyweights come around and try to use those associations against him, maybe in the next election, or to destabilize his government, right? The people who are leading those associations are going to be his loyalists, and whatever the governor tells them is what they are going to heed to. Well, I think maybe they didn't put efforts in that, and I think it will be a grave mistake for Seyi Makinde to just be to just let the opportunity slide. His popularity is still intact right now, because if his popularity dropped, or those or these workers, they start, they start disrespecting and they start not having regard for him anymore, due to the bad mouthing of the governor by the political godfathers that usually use all these workers associations. It might be too late or require more effort to change the mind of these people who belong to these associations. That's why he has to do it now, when they are still attracted to him, when they are still hailing him, to use that opportunity to seize the leadership of those what's the name. By doing that, he will be able to do good for the people without having any regrets. He will be able and free. Look, let me tell you, I think I don't think every leaders I don't think every leader try to I think 50% of Nigerian leaders actually want to do good for the people, right? But at the same time, they don't want to lose the power. So by doing that, at times they usually have to impoverish people just to latch on to power. And that's a bad idea, right? That is not developmental, that is counterproductive. So my advice to the governor is that to avoid himself being tempted to latch onto power through the back door by using negative means, by using means that are going to affect the people badly or hurt the people in the long run, even though they might not know, is to make sure that now that they are having regard for him, that his popularity is still high and top notch, he should seize the structure of those parties. He should seize the structure of those parties. I actually like the way Seyi Makinde is really using media, social media, every kind of media, the traditional media, TVs and radio, to boost his popularity. The hyping him everywhere. I really like that. Even though he's working though, and he's still letting people know that I'm working. And not just he's just working. He was also letting people know that he's working, but he's not hyping it much. You have to be hyping it. It's politics now. Whatever couldn't be seen is dead. Whatever couldn't be seen is dead. Doesn't exist. Even Paso sang it as a song. He said, "Mudikala mission mude bodo show. Yenti ubati show one lady with the woman. That is it. You have to show yourself to the people. If you don't show, no matter what you are doing, people wouldn't see it. So I think Seyi Makinde should do more, and the whole PDP in Oyo State should do more about that. That's all I've got to say about that. So I wish him the best in his government, and watch out for my next video. Thank you. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe.